Virgin Islands Reparations Movement will be traveling to Copenhagen to embark upon a new course of activism with respect to the era of the Danish West Indies, the associated human tragedy, and the related and still lingering social ills. We will be making the most important statement ever to be made in Denmark by Virgin Islanders on the matter of slavery and colonization in the Danish West Indies, and we need your support. History records that from 1666 to 1917, the Kingdom of Denmark owned and occupied the islands of St. Thomas, St. John, and St. Croix, the now U.S. Virgin Islands. For 175 years, Denmark enslaved over 200,000 African men, women, and children, transporting them to the Danish West Indies through the horror of the Middle Passage, and forcing them to endure the remainder of their lives as chattel with no accompanying wages. However, more than half that number, 100,000 Africans, perished during the dreadful journey across the Atlantic Ocean. Reparations, by definition, is acknowledgement between communities which share a common past with the aim to heal the wounds from past human rights violations. The aim of reparations is to heal consequences of inhumanity and to create bonds of equality between communities divided by the historic roles carried out as offender and offended. For the last 6 years, my organization has led the movement for repair here in the Virgin Islands. To date, there has been no real tangible support by our government for Virgin Islands reparations initiatives. Let me be clear. If it were not for the goodwill and vision of 1 or 2 elected officials here in the territory, our Virgin Islands reparations movement would not be alive today. The public promises of support by the governor, the announcements by Government House of planned delegations to Denmark, and the unfunded legislative appropriations signed off on by our senators have by design been intentioned to only pacify the grassroots movement. We have counted on the promises of Governor John P. DeYoung Jr. when he stated publicly, and I quote, "I will support those who want to go to Denmark to seek that government support," end quote. However, you and I know that has never occurred. The May 4th legislative resolution condemns the institution of slavery and seeks reparations from Denmark. The legislation also expresses direct support for Accra and the work of the Virgin Islands Reparations Movement. But I ask our senators today, what is the value of your word? Where can we find your support? When will the support of cats and dogs, horses, and car racing cease to beat out the support for reparations and for human repair in the legislature of the Virgin Islands? We all remember Accra's 34-day stance at Government House on St. Croix. Our protest was purposed to not only raise awareness in our community, but to petition the Virgin Islands government to become active in the movement for the repair of our people. Accra has been invited by the Danish Institute for Human Rights to revisit our historic April 2005 Memorandum of Understanding. And we are confident that this agreement between organizations will be the precursor to a new relationship between Denmark and the people of the Virgin Islands, whereby reparations will become a reality for us. To our elected officials, if there be any among you having the desire to do what is right for Virgin Islands humanity, now is the time to stand and be counted. To the people of the Virgin Islands, over the course of the next few months, our heritage, culture, social issues, and the history of our political development will be front and center on the world stage. I invite you to stay involved, informed, and connected. Follow Accra and the Virgin Islands Reparations Movement online at www.accra.org, www.acrra.org, and on Facebook by searching for us. There you will find 1,300 members, news articles, photos, and videos all documenting the movement. To donate to the movement, please visit us online. Thank you.